This is Kelly hanging out with National Rock Review, hanging out with Levi from Miss Mayhem. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hanging out, man. Mayhem's been awesome. Just got off stage.
Yeah, you did. And what an excellent fucking show it was.
Thank you very much, dude.
Awesome, man. And so far, how's Mayhem going for you guys?
Awesome, man. It's my favorite tour I've ever done, actually.
Yeah? Really?
I know it's a big thing to say, but it is. It is my favorite tour.
You guys put some serious work in. Yeah. So that's huge. I mean, now you guys just released Rise of the Lion.
Yep.
And you guys had this big competition for the album cover.
Yep.
Now, why don't you talk a little bit about that? Because what an awesome, cool idea that was.
Thank you. Well, all the lyrics are fan-based, and we really wanted to, I guess, bring it together as a whole. And there's only so many ways you can draw a lion, so we're just like, we didn't want it to just be another illustrated cover. We didn't want to just do a normal photo. So we actually came up with the concept of the tattoo, but when we first came up with it, the label, and everyone's like, they wanted just a Photoshop. They thought it'd be easy to Photoshop, simple, but we wanted the real deal and just have more fun with it. So we did the competition to pick a fan, and we actually had 1,000 submissions, and we narrowed it down to the last 10, and me and Ryan got to pick the last 10. And we basically picked the most like buff metal looking dude, and we actually, it didn't mean to, but we got footage of it and we sort of put it into our first music video and just made it come together as one big whole. So the fans, the artwork, and all the lyrics are for the fans. So it's basically the fans did the whole record. We're just puppets.
That's awesome. Now, you say you went about this album a different way, and it did come about very differently musically for you guys.
Yeah.
What was so different between this album and your prior albums? I mean, what was it that really set this album apart?
The biggest thing was we went into it wanting to write a diverse record, and we didn't just go, because all our other records we would just be like, yeah, it sounds sweet, put it on the record, or that would sound cool, let's track it. We never really thought about a record as a whole from beginning to end. And so when we were going into writing it, we didn't want to have two thrashy songs or two heavy songs or a weird left field song. We wanted to make sure every song was different, and that was the hard. It took us 3 months to do that, so it was the longest we ever spent writing a record. And I think that's what really set this record apart from other ones, because you can listen to it from the front to end, and no song really sounds alike.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and you guys really started incorporating more leads and some clean vocals. I mean, it's really definitely a different beast than your more metalcore approach prior to this.
Yeah.
So it's definitely it's an excellent record.
Thank
it really
you,
is. You guys are touring on that album here on the Mayhem Fest tour. I mean, do you guys have anything planned afterwards as far as like a headliner tour, or is this?
Well, after we're home for a little bit, we go do Knot Fest and Koi Fest and all these radio festivals. And but I can't say a lot because it's not announced. But the coolest thing I can say is that this record we're touring the U.S. a lot more than we did our last records. We're not really doing. We're going to do worldwide stuff, but we're going to be out more on the road and make sure to hit the U.S. as hard as we can, because we haven't done that in a while, and we feel this record's been really taken off at home, and we should definitely take advantage of it and have everybody singing along and having a good time.
So the reception of the record is definitely like exactly where you guys want it to be, or farce period
yes,
to which.
It's been awesome. And it had radio play, which is really weird because we're a metal band and we were not expecting that. It just happened. So
you guys started off with Joey Sturgis, who is now based here in Detroit. I mean, why did you part ways? Why did you go do something else? I mean, Joey Sturgis is obviously a lead pioneer in this industry today. Yeah. So what was the reason of splitting ways and going different routes?
Our biggest thing is, and I think we're still going to do it, even though we went Terry Date last time, we're going to make sure that we don't want to write the same. We don't want to watch the same movie twice. We don't want to have the same record twice. So we always just want to make sure it's changing and it doesn't sound like a continuation of the last record. So, and that's just sort of like I guess our biggest pet peeve as a band is we don't, like, even when we do tours, we have to change the stage every tour because we don't want someone to come see us and they see us a couple months later and it's the same exact thing. Right. We always want to be different.
How was working with Terry? I mean, the guy's a legend.
Oh, it was seriously the coolest thing. The coolest thing is he I guess dug under the layers of the band and sort of found who we really were, and like all our influences, he didn't want them to come out too much to be like, you're not being yourselves. He sort of dug through that and said, this is what you guys really sound like, this is what Miss May is. And that was the coolest thing, to actually discover that and be able to play and be like, oh, this is us, this is our band.
That's awesome.
And whenever you're done tracking, you obviously ask him some crazy recording stories because he's just done it all.
He's done so many legends.
Yes.
Unbelievable. So when Miss May I started, did you ever, in your wildest dreams, ever think that anything like this would ever happen?
No way. Even every time we get an email about something we're doing, I'm still like, what? Like it's still crazy. Like this tour, even in the response we've had, because this is a lot different for us. We've done the Warped Tours and everything, and to be thrown into a really heavy festival tour and still have the crowd be amazing and take pictures and meet all these kids. It's been amazing because it just shows us that our music can, I guess, translate into other worlds.
Versatile.
It's been awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah. Do you ever see you guys ever hanging it up? I mean, this you guys have such momentum, and you guys are, world touring band. Is there ever a point where you guys can say, you know what, we've done it, getting kind of tired of it?
I don't know. It's the same 5 guys, same 5 best friends doing something crazy. So I don't know what would have to happen for that to happen. So not in the near future, unless, I don't know, man. I hope it doesn't happen, because I always just envision every time I play a show, I'm like, man, I can't wait to be old and fat with a beard and still be playing the same songs. It's going to be awesome.
That's jealous. Okay, so we're 2 weeks into Mayhem now, right?
Oh, it feels like it's been a year, but yes, 2 weeks in.
any shareable, because I understand there's things that happen on the road, stay on the road, but any shareable wild stories that you can share with us?
Oh, man, I've been asked this a bunch today. I have no really cool wild stories. There's been so many crazy things that's happened that I don't know why I'm like brain farting on this today. I guess the craziest thing, not really has happened, but sort of inherited. We've been hanging out with the Ponder Body a lot, and they sort of have our whole band go. We used to be whiskey guys, and we still are, but now our whole band is just slamming 40s all day now because of it. They get 40s on the rider, and they put orange juice in it, so we're like rocking like Brass Monkeys. I'm just like, what has happened to us? Like, it's downhill from here, guys. We're slamming 40s and playing some shows, but it's been awesome. Just the amount of people who've been able to meet. Ice-T's on the tour, that's crazy. He's the coolest guy. Like, everyone's been awesome.
That's awesome. So what's your favorite part so far? What about best and worst part about this tour?
Just the worst part is catering's behind main stage, and we're not main stage. We have to walk really far to eat every day. That's probably the worst.
Hey, if that's the worst part.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to find the worst. And then the best part is just all the fans are metalheads, so it's not like you're trying to win over a pop punk kid or a ska kid. It's everyone comes here to listen to metal, and everyone's here to have a good time.
It's awesome.
Great. And it's cool to see from the first band to Avenged how wasted everybody gets, because everyone gets like this, and then by the end they're like leaning on stuff, just rocking to Avenged, and it's awesome. The greatest.
That's hell of a band to rock out to.
Yeah.
So again, thank you so much, Levi.
Thank
Pleasure.
You,